Hello, my friends, and welcome. My name is Amber, and this is going to be a gentle yoga practice. Thank you so much for coming. We are going to get started lying on our backs today. So you will make your way in that direction. Just find yourself wherever you land. Maybe that's legs out long, maybe that's knees bent. Arms can be alongside the body or maybe palms down on the belly or on the chest. And then just let the eyes gently close. Starting to shift our awareness to the inside. Noticing today any spaces that feel tight or tired. Anywhere that feels more open and relaxed. And then beginning to settle on the natural breath. In and out through the nose if possible. And if this natural breath serves you, keep it. You might notice what it's like to send the inhales a little bit deeper into the belly. So you have this expansion through the belly, the rib cage, and the chest. And your exhales are slow and complete. Whatever breath you choose, stay with it. On your next inhale, you'll reach the arms up over the head. Lengthen the legs out long, reaching through the toes. This big good morning stretch. You might feel a little tug at the belly button. Full inhale into all that space in the front of the body. And then as you exhale, bring both knees into the chest. Wrap the arms around the knees, forehead towards the knees, like you're curling into a ball. And then slowly, as you inhale, the legs extend. Arms reach up over the head, long in both directions. With your breath, exhale, both knees draw in. Wrap the arms around the knees, forehead towards the knees. And inhale, make yourself long. Two more. Exhale. Inhale. One more time. Exhale, squeeze in and hold. From here, you can roll off to one side and press yourself up to sit, or you might start to find some momentum rocking forward and back. You can start to come all the way up on the sit bones. Well, and then we'll meet here in a comfortable seat. So legs can be crossed. Rooting through the sit bones, feel that energy rebound up through the spine and out the crown of the head. So you're sitting super tall. Shoulders roll back and down. And then from here on an inhale, arms sweep out and up. Keeping all of that length in the spine. As you exhale, twist to your right. So right hand comes behind the hip, left hand finds your right knee. And then on your inhale, sit just a little bit taller. Exhale, draw that right shoulder back in space, a half a millimeter. Without moving any other part of the body, your right fingertips reach high. So you create that length in the right side. And then your exhale guides your right hand across to the left knee. So the arms are crossed. Catch a hold of the knee and then lean back a little bit, chin to chest. So you can feel that expansion through your back body. As you inhale from here, bend the elbows. You can bring the backs of the hands together. You can wrap the forearms, or if that doesn't feel comfortable for you, just give the shoulders a big hug with your left arm on bottom. And then lift the elbows, chest, and chin. Find an arch in the spine. Exhale, elbows to the navel, round in. There's space between the shoulder blades. Again, inhale, lift the elbows, chest, and chin. Exhale, curl in. And then as soon as you inhale, the arms will uncross. Sweep them out and up. Again, lengthening through the spinal column. And as you exhale, twist to your left this time. Left hand behind the hip, right hand finds your left knee. Inhale for length. Exhale, twist a tiny bit deeper. Inhale, just the left fingertips reach high. Exhale, left hand across to your right knee. Round the back, lean back just a little bit, chin to chest. Inhale, find your version of eagle arms. Lift the elbows, chest, and chin. Exhale, round in. Inhale, arch the spine. And exhale to round. Inhale, uncross, sweep up, reach high. Palms touch over the head. And as you exhale, drag the thumbs down to the sternum, right at heart center. Pausing here, take a big inhale into the thumbs. An intentional exhale out. Very nice. You can release the arms in front of you, rolling over the legs, or you can sweep the legs around. We're going to meet in a tabletop position. So as you arrive in all fours, fingers are spread wide on the mat. So if I came over with a slice of pie, I could fit it between each of your fingers. So really spread them. And then grip through the fingertips like you're squeezing the mat. Generally, shoulders over the wrists, knees underneath the hips. You might take the knees a little bit wider if you like more space. And then here, we're just going to find a little bit of organic movement. So we're going to start by finding some circles with the shoulders around the wrists. So these can be big circles, small circles, fast circles, slow circles. Just looking for some circles. Start to notice what wakes up sensation, what feels best for your hands, wrists, forearms. If you're circling in one particular direction, switch directions. Notice if that offers you anything different. creating some warmth in the wrists, the fingers. Eventually, we'll settle towards stillness with the shoulders over the wrists. Your right leg is going to extend straight back behind you. Curl the toes under on the mat. And then we'll start a little shift forward and back. And kind of fire up that right calf, the back of your right leg. Notice how that feels today. And as you inhale, you'll pick up your right leg and you'll take a huge step forward to the outside of your right pinky. If you need to take a couple of steps, please do that. If you need to catch a hold of the ankle and help it forward. And coming up onto the fingertips, we're looking for a stretch in the front of your left thigh and into your left hip flexor. So you might wiggle that left knee back in space a little bit as well. Then I want you to think about cat-cow movements with the spine here. As you inhale, press the pelvis towards the wrists. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, lift the chin. And then as you exhale, press through the fingertips, start to lengthen through your front leg. Flex through your front foot, chin to chest, puff up through the upper back. Again, inhale, bend in, lift the heart, lift the chin, open through the front body. Exhale, straighten the front leg, chin to chest. It should feel like you're trying to drag that front heel back. One more time. Inhale, bend in, lift the heart. Exhale, straighten, round. A big movement as you inhale, bend into the front knee. Curl your left toes, float your left knee. Start to shift the weight forward into your right foot. You can take one big step or a couple small steps. Your exhale finds your left foot at the top of the mat. So you're in this forward fold with the feet a little bit wider, maybe hips distance or mat's distance. Take a generous bend in the knees. Drape the upper body over the thighs and reach for each elbow. Just ragdoll. Maybe a little sway from side to side if that would feel nice. Releasing any tension from the spine, the low back, the shoulders, the neck, the face. And then on your next exhale, the fingertips find the mat. An inhale draws the fingertips to the shins. Reach the crown of the head and the heart forward, the shoulder blades and the sit bones back in space. Keep as much of that length as you can. Bend the knees a lot, fold forward. Inhale, arms will sweep out and up. Come all the way up to stand. Fingertips reach for the ceiling. And then as you exhale, arms release alongside the body. You're standing in Tadasana. As you inhale, roll the shoulders forward in space, up towards the ears. And as you exhale, relax them down the back. Inhale, arms sweep out and up, reach high. Exhale, fold forward, lead with the heart. Fingertips come to the mat, relax the neck. Inhale to lengthen halfway, fingertips to the shins. And then as you exhale, catch a hold of the mat. You'll step the feet back to a high plank. Knees can be lifted or lowered. We won't be here for long at all. We're just going to travel all the way down to the belly. As you come down to the belly, untuck the toes. Take the feet a little bit wider, so maybe about mat's distance. And then fingertips come outside of the mat, even with the chest. Just the fingertips are down. So I want you to imagine you have little cupcakes underneath your hands. You want to smoosh the icing. Elbows point towards the ceiling. Forehead down on the mat. And then as you inhale, press down through the tops of the feet, the front of the pelvis, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart up off the mat. Only go as high as feels okay. And then as you exhale, chest is heavy. Come all the way back down. Again, like that. Inhale, roll back and lift. This time at the top, turn the chin over your right shoulder. Exhale, bring it back down. One more time. Roll up and over, looking to the left. Exhale, take it back down. As you inhale, hands come back onto the mat. Press yourself through a tabletop position. And then exhale, knees go wide, hips to heels, a child's pose. And as you find child's pose, you can have the knees wide, or if it feels more supportive, you can bring the knees together and let the belly rest on the thighs. Arms can reach forward. I like to stack my palms and rest the forehead on the back of the hands. We'll just take a couple deep breaths in this space. You're welcome to remain in child's pose as long as you would like. If you are ready to continue, we'll meet back in that tabletop position. Wrists generally underneath the shoulders, hips in line with the knees. Your left leg will extend back in space this time. Curl the toes under on the mat and start to give me that shift forward and back in space. Checking out the left foot, the left ankle, the left calf. And always coming back to your breath, in and out through the nose. And your inhale, we'll pick up that left leg. And you'll take a big step forward to the outside of your left pinky. Again, if it doesn't quite make it there, help it forward. And then you can slide that right knee back in space. You can find sensation in the front of your right thigh into your right hip flexor. Come onto the fingertips. As you inhale, press the pelvis forward, lift the heart, shoulders back. And then as you exhale, lengthen through that left leg, shift the hips back, chin to chest, puff up through the upper back. Inhale to bend in, press the pelvis forward, shoulders back. Exhale, lengthen back in space, chin to chest, shifting that stretch into the left hamstrings. One more time, inhale in, lift the chin. Exhale out, shift back. Inhale, bend into the front knee. Tuck your right toes, float your right knee. And then in one big step or a couple small steps, you find yourself at the top of the mat. So right foot forward. Again, feet are a little bit wider than you would probably normally have them in a forward fold. Give a good bend in the knees and drape the upper body. Maybe you shake out the head a little bit. And then keeping that softness in the knees, I want you to walk both hands off the right side of your mat. And get some length in the left side body. Try to press that left hip back and stay. And then move the hands through center and off the left side of your mat. Keep moving like that. Let it be a little bit more organic and fluid, these sort of rainbow shapes, half circles. Take just about 2 more breaths. Your next exhale finds you in a forward fold at center. Inhale, fingertips slide up to the shins, lengthen out through the spinal column. Exhale, let it go, fold forward. Arms sweep out and up, reverse swan dive all the way to the top. And then as you exhale, arms release alongside the body. You're in Tadasana. Inhale, shoulders roll forward and up towards the ears. Exhale, let them go down the back. Arms sweep out and up. Reach high, long in both directions. Exhale, fold forward. Lead with the heart. Inhale, lengthen halfway. Exhale, catch a hold of the mat. Step the feet back to a high plank. Again, we'll find ourselves all the way down on the belly. As you find yourself on the belly, untuck the toes. Feet a little bit wider, maybe about mat's distance. This time, release the arms alongside the body, palms face down, thumbs point out. Forehead starts down on the mat. And then from here on an inhale, I want you to lift everything up off the mat. So chest lifts, thighs lift, feet and hands lift. And then find your breath. In and out through the nose. Shoulders draw down the back, away from the neck. Relax the jaw, the space between the eyebrows. Reach through the big toes to lift the legs a little higher. And softly release as you exhale. And then taking all the time you need from here, we're just going to roll to lie on our backs. So as you roll, you might need a wiggle back onto your mat. And as soon as you find yourself down on your back, take the feet wide. Start to move through some windshield wipers. Knees fall to one side as you exhale. Your inhale carries them through center. Your exhale sends them to the opposite side. Allowing these movements to be carried by the breath. Slow and intentional. Feeling that rock across the soles of the feet. Massage across the back of the pelvis. Eventually the knees find center. Arms will release out to a T. And both knees up into the chest. And then knees, feet, shins fall all the way down to your right. You can keep the head in neutral here or turn the chin to the left. Notice how that feels.
Just like I would expect you to do in any other part of your practice. If it serves you, keep it. If not, let it go. And see if you can really invite in softness to this shape. Release across the low back. Release the hips, the knees. And then when you're ready, the knees pass back through center, and then they fall to the left. Head can remain in a neutral position, or you might turn the chin to the right. Again, just give yourself to gravity. You'll take your final few breaths here. And the knees and the head find center. Wrap the arms around the knees. And give yourself a last little hug here. Maybe a rock from side to side. I like to take one hand to the top of each knee and take the knees through some circles. You might choose to do the same. And then in your own time, we'll meet in our Shavasana. So Shavasana, our final shape. You can have legs out long, arms alongside the body. Or knees bent. I like to let the knees fall together. Palms can be down on the body. Wherever you land, and the eyes close, and you shift your awareness inward. Noticing if there are any final messages the body needs you to hear. And in these final few moments, the only movement in the body is the gentle rise and fall of the chest and the belly as you breathe. slow breath out. Wiggle fingers and toes. Bring life back into the physical body. Eventually shifting off to one side body and pressing yourself up to a seated position. Hands can rest in the lap, on the knees. You might press the palms together in front of the heart. Thank you so much for joining me in this practice today. LOKAH SAMASTAH SUKHINO BHAVANTU. May all beings be happy, be healthy, and be free. And may our actions help to make it so. Thank you so much, my friends. I hope that you will subscribe and come back for our next practice. We'll see you next time.